Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me on Evening Beat once again to get your top local headlines. It has definitely been a busy start to the week here at KTTC, so let's go ahead and get into our top local headline. Our first story is one that we have continued to follow for the past couple of weeks. Convicted axe murderer David Brom was released from prison to a work release halfway house program today in the Twin Cities area. Brom brutally murdered 4 family members in 1988. The Department of Corrections sharing more on what Brom's work release will now look like. Brom will work a regular job with regular access to the public, although what his job will be is yet to be determined. Now, he will have tight constraints with case management, GPS monitoring, drugs or alcohol screening. Commissioner Paul Schnell explaining work release has been around since the 1980s and a vital part in helping incarcerated individuals reestablish themselves in the community. Now, Schnell also says the DOC connects them with mental health providers. Work release typically lasts anywhere from 6 months to a year. Brom will be back in front of a parole board for supervised release hearing in January of 2026. Now, we do have even more coverage on this on our KTTC News app or on our website for all things on David Brom's case. The Rochester police are investigating 2 shooting incidents they believe are related to one another. The first happening last night around 8:45 in the area of 22nd Avenue and 48th Street Northwest. Police say a driver reported being shot by a man following him in a vehicle with shots fired as they drove. The second incident happening around 8 this morning, also on 22nd Avenue, this time near 42nd Street Northwest. Police say a man, woman, and 3 children were in a vehicle heading south when a man in a vehicle traveling north shot at them. No injuries were reported in either case. Olmsted County is preparing to open its application window for those wishing to open a cannabis retail business. This following the legalization of recreational cannabis in Minnesota in 2023. Olmsted County says starting August 11th, people will have 10 business days to apply. This upcoming lottery is for retail business registrations, businesses that wish to sell packaged cannabis products to the general public and medical patients. State regulations allow for 1 cannabis business registration for every 12,500 residents, which means 14 licenses in Olmsted County. If Olmsted County gets more applications than that, there will be a public lottery to determine which businesses can move forward. And now our last story for tonight. Rochester police today confirming authorities are continuing to work to verify the identity of the man found dead in a vehicle outside Walmart North yesterday. Police are also awaiting results from the medical examiner to determine his cause of death. KTTC is continuing to follow this developing story, and we will keep you updated on all platforms. That is a look at your top local headlines for tonight. Thank you so much again for joining me on Evening Beat. I will see you back here tomorrow night at 7:30. Have a great night.